In this second video for chapter 13, I'm going to be analyzing the bench press, but for sake of the video, I'm going to be standing up versus laying supine like you actually would for a bench press, just like I said, for sake of the video. So, like previously said, the subject would lie supine on their back on the exercise bench. So you would be laying down, pressing upwards towards the sky. The subject grasps onto the barbell and presses the weight upward through full range of the arm and shoulder movements. The weight is lowered back to the starting position. So that's the whole movement of the exercise. For starters, with the hand and the wrist, it is inflection, and this is done with the wrist, the MCP, the PIP, and the dip flexors, which is the isometric contraction, it's your flexor carpi radialis, your flexor carpi ulnaris, your flexor digitorum profundus, your flexor digitorum superficialis, and your flexor pollicis longus. And then your elbows are also an extension. This is your elbow extensors, your biceps brachii, and your aconius. So let's see, your wrists and your arms. Next is your shoulder joint. So that is also inflection and horizontal adduction. The shoulder flexors and horizontal adductors make that possible. So your pectoralis major, your anterior deltoids, your coracobrachialis, and your biceps brachii. And then your shoulder girdle is an abduction. So this is your shoulder girdle abductors, which is your serratus anterior and your pectoralis minor. When bringing the bar back down, your wrist and hand is still in flexion. So this is your wrists, your MCP, your PIP, and your DIP flexors, which is still isometric contraction. Then it's your flexor carpi radialis, your flexor carpi ulnaris, your palmaris longus, your flexor digitorum profundus, flexor digitorum superficialis, and your flexor pollicis longus. Your elbows are now in flexion, so they're bent. This is your elbow extensors, which is an eccentric contraction, and it's your biceps brachii and your aconius. Your shoulder joint is an extension and horizontal abduction, and this is your shoulder joint flexors and horizontal adductors, which is also eccentric contraction, and it's your pec major, your anterior deltoid, your coracobrachialis, and your biceps brachii. And then your shoulder girdle is an adduction, and it is your shoulder girdle abductors that make it possible, and they're an eccentric contraction. And it is your serratus anterior and your pectoralis minor.